Welcome back to White Castle. Ha 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 ha. Tee. Anyway, yeah, so we're back. Finally made it here after taking our little detour that was actually unnecessary, but experimentation and all that. I guess I should have just played the game. Ha ha. Anyway, it's fine though. It's fine. Kind of feel like my weapon situation might still be doo-doo butts, but we'll work on it. We'll go from there, and we'll see what we can do about it. Any inner? Huh? No passing. No people. There we go. And our location that we need to go to is over Chonda. Yoo-hoo! Person! Persiano? Look. RNGbus or whatever it may be. I need you to hook me up with some handle parts, so I can either upgrade my weapons or maybe find a better one or something. I don't know. Either one. Sincerely, me trying to stay alive. Hello? Oh yeah. What? What was that? Oh. I thought there was like 2 or 3 of them. I'm freaking out, man. You guys. Hi. What the fuck? Everybody calm down. Alright, y'all gonna attack me right off the bat, or are we cool? Hello, friend.
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Well, why would you be awake at this hour of the night then? Yes, but hey, small handle parts?
Right then. Show me what you have.
Show me what you're working with. Why you ain't? Why? Nobody likes you.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
He looks like a damn Keebler elf on crack.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
But why?
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean, besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
You just said 2 increasingly stupid things in a row. If it's bottomless, you ain't gonna see a bottom, and it's anything out of the ordinary, and then you said all that and it was common, and you dumbing a $2 box of bricks, ain't you?
Have you been hurt?
But that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Ow.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
You don't say. How's your health
Do you need
doing?
help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Wow. Alright, he's healthy. Okay. What we got here? Damn! Blink.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Wow. I don't know legitimately in this game if I'm missing something, because most of the time I don't know which one of these is the right choice, because they have some adverse reactions sometimes. No. Sure.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
That bitch! Where's she at? You ignorant ass, dummy head. Alright, well.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Fantabulous.
I should never have taken up my father's...
Hello, Joe Peterson. You want me to help you put him out of business? Because he seems like he's a little bit of a shithead.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Wow.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Wow. I mean, yeah, he's a criminal, obviously, regardless. Whatever he's doing for is a criminal. Sure, but he's making money, and, I mean...
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Uh-oh.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Well, aren't you just a little peach?
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Well, alrighty then.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
No, I don't want to buy anything.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Do. Blink.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Haha. Yeah, I don't know. Waffles? Like waffles.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
You know, whatever works.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Wow.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Indubitably. Onward. To our goal.
Where's my money?
Yeah. That's well,
One
okay.
way or another.
Ooh, let's see.
Where's my money?
Hello.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Wow. Wow. You got the bronchitis. Investigate his actions. What, him shutting the door on a stranger in the middle of the motherfucking night? I mean... This is a dispensary. Giggity. No wonder the bastard's paranoid. You were dead. You're dead.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Say what?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Sound like you trying to peddle mouthwash out here, lady. What you got?
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
I don't need that. No, come here.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Right.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
My word.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
And you're just nice enough to charge them for it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
And we gonna talk about you out here selling snake oil. Wow. Well, alrighty then.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
Huh?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
You there, sir.
Even
Who the fuck are you?
no match for the Swanborough.
Oops.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What happened?
You saw what happened. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Oops. Okay, so it was a load screen there, I think. Huh. Crap.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just failed me last nerve.
You got a migraine? Look, man. I don't... Wow.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Well, you got... Oh. That's a name. Tramp? Oh. Ben Tramp? I don't know.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You don't say. And you need... Well...
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Oh. Okay, yeah, what's up?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What? The rascals. I gotta read this letter because I didn't pay attention to it, so I don't know if I should give it to you yet. Hold on.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Well, you thought you had a migraine before. Hey, buddy!
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
But I can. I've got some information. It's just gonna make your headache go way worse.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Right. Okay. Cool. Really? Really? Fantastic. Anything new? No? Wonderful.
A gun, alcohol, and
Look,
a bad
shush.
temper make a
Stop
terrible
preaching.
cocktail, sir.
Shut up.
Goodbye for now.
Hello.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
I thought... Ah.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, You could be murdering your customers, who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
Except for the Dr. Crane lady that you pissed off about. Or nurse. Well, of course she's a hypocrite. Nope, she ain't even trying to help herself. Maybe. And, yeah, look. And she's selling it to people. You kind of a piece of shit.
You're just a greedy hypocrite.
Hypocrite? What about an eminent physician prowling these streets at night? I'm sure you have a personal agenda too, Doctor.
Look, I'm healing folks. I mean, they're personal blood bags. You're one of them. But it's fine. You know, world keeps spinning. Well,
Goodbye,
alrighty
Miss
then.
Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Well, alright.
Its effectiveness has been
How do... Okay. Derp. Derp derp derp. Derp 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 derp. Derp 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 derp. Wait. Where in the hell? I'm confused. Meow.
Good evening, Benjamin.
Oh crap.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
Okay.
A gun,
Shut up.
alcohol, and a bad temper
Damn it.
make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
What?
Nobody at home.
Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. I'm an idiot. Absolute idiot. Gotcha, bitch!
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Like I'm doing right now. What?